Okay, so today we're going to talk about problem 10 from the 2018 AMC 10B. In the rectangular parallelepiped shown, AB equals 3, BC equals 1, and CG equals 2. Point M is on the midpoint of FG. What is the volume of the rectangle pyramid with base BCHE and apex M? So firstly, we should find this rectangular pyramid. So BCHE is here. It's like a diagonal part. It's a diagonal cut of the parallelepiped. So that's base BCHE, and apex M is here. So our pyramid we're trying to figure out the area of is this one that I've drawn in blue. So now it's important to know that the volume of a pyramid is, so V equals 1/3 the area of the base times height. So the base is just BCHE. That's a rectangle. We can calculate that. The problem here is with the height. So the height is, if we try to draw it, the height is approximately like this. So that is the height, and now I'm gonna connect that point to BC. So this is a right triangle because, well, the height is the right triangle distance. So basically, this right triangle is gonna help us figure out our height because we can use the Pythagorean theorem. But you're gonna ask, wait, we don't even know this length here, so let's call that point F, and this, wait, we already have point F. Let's call that point G, and this point I. We don't even know MG, we don't even know IG. How are we supposed to figure out MI with two unknown sides? So we're gonna use similar triangles. Despite the fact that this whole thing's 3D, we can still use the same concepts of parallel lines and angles. So we know that IG is parallel to EB just by looking, because MI is a right triangle and this whole thing is the same plane. So if you move towards this side, it's just, the shape's gonna be parallel. So the line's also gonna be parallel. It's like you shift IG this much until it reaches EB. It's just parallel. So if the two angles are parallel, if the two sides are parallel, we have angle FBE equals angle MGI. Because that is essentially, MGI is essentially just MG to the midpoint of HE. So we have the two angles to be equal, and also we have, so basically this means that since FBA is 90, this is going to be 90 degrees minus, let's call this alpha, minus alpha. So this is going to be alpha. So angle AEB is equal to angle MGI. Now we also have a right angle. The two right angles are obviously equal. And this part is obviously also 90 degrees minus alpha. So we have a similar triangle because we can use the angle-angle similarity proof. And what does this tell us? Well, this tells us that EB over 3 gives us, it's equal to MG over MI. So it's equal to MG over MI. So basically now we just need to find the values of EB, MG, and MI. Let's do MG. MG is the easiest. So M is a point on side GF. and G is a point on side CB. Therefore, MG is on the plane GFBC. So MG is on this plane here because its endpoints are on the sides of this plane. And we know that, so MG is going to be parallel to FB and also equal in length. But what is FB? FB is going to be 2 because it's stated in the question. So MG is 2. So we can erase that and replace it with a 2. So that's just 2. Now we need EB. So EB is also quite easy. We know that EA is 2, and we know that AB is 3. So EB is just using that Pythagorean theorem, root 2 squared plus 3 squared. That's root 4 plus 9, that's root 13. So EB is root 13. So now you can figure out MI, and the whole problem is solved. So if we multiply both sides by MI, and then we divide both sides by root 13 over 3, we have MI to be 6 over root 13. Therefore, if we plug MI into the formula, we have the volume to be 1/3 times 6 over root 13, and we need the base. The base is relatively easy to calculate because it's just a rectangle. So EB is gonna be, so EB we know is root 13, and we know that EH or CB is 1. So the area of BCHE is root 13 times 1, which is just root 13. Well, that simplifies the whole equation. We can just cancel the 2 root 13s out, and we have 6 over 3, which is 2. So the area to this problem is 2, and the answer is E. So I hope you learned something about how to use Pythagorean theorem and parallel lines, and also similar triangles, even within the 3D dimension. And also that it is important to understand the formula for a pyramid, which is 1/3 times the base times height. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, remember to subscribe and share. If you don't like it, please comment below and give me feedback. Bye.